If you're ready to start an LLC after doing your own research, I want you to quickly pause for a moment because this one decision could determine whether or not your address is public record for everyone to see. And so in this video, I'm going to give a clear breakdown of Tailor Brands versus LegalZoom versus Northwest Registered Agents. And so by the end of this video, you'll know what an LLC is, exactly how to set it up, which service, if any, is right for you, and most importantly, how to protect yourself as you grow and scale a business. Jumping straight into it, an LLC stands for a limited liability company. It helps you limit your own personal liability from any debts or obligations. And then on the other side, having an LLC is really important if you plan on securing funding for your business. So if you're looking for a line of credit, loans, grants, they really do want businesses that have a proper legal structure in place. And so at the end of the day, getting an LLC shows that you're serious, professional, and ready to take your business to the next level. And so when it comes to how to actually get this LLC, you have a couple of options. First, you can do it yourself by going directly to the Secretary of State website. You would fill out the Articles of Organization, which is the official paperwork to say that your LLC is legit. And so to get a little bit more support, you could go with an LLC service, like one of these options right here, which is what we will discuss more in detail today. So what they really do is step in and do the LLC formation for you. And then for the last option, we have going directly to a lawyer. It's going to cost you thousands of dollars, especially if you're looking to get additional services like a trademark, will, or patent. And so an LLC service is that middle ground that kind of acts like the best of both worlds, and the option I chose for my business. And so first up, we have Tailor Brands. It's one of the newer companies on this list, but it came to be because the founders really saw that there wasn't an affordable option for business owners that wanted to get professional looking branding. And so they went back to the drawing board and they're like, how can we give business owners a high quality branding experience in addition to helping them get their business started? And so Tailor Brands is truly for the creators or business owners that are looking for a simple, straightforward, an all-in-one option. So with Tailor Brands, we first have the light plan, which is getting the business formed. And then we have the essential plan. This is where you're going to get some additional add-on perks. And so for $199 per year, you will get your LLC formed, legal compliance, and then we have the elite plan. This is a more premium option. These are for the business owners that want a more holistic experience. And so with the elite plan, you're getting everything in the previous plans plus branding, which means they're going to hook you up with your own website, a domain, business cards, logos, the whole 9 yards. And so if you value convenience and functionality, they choose the elite plan, as this is truly going to give you what you need to not just start your business, but truly market it. And so as you review these plans, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And so overall, Tailor Brands is truly a great option if you value convenience and you want an all-in-one experience that includes both your LLC and branding. But it's not the best fit if you're budget focused or you're looking for a lawyer, which is a great segue into LegalZoom. And so LegalZoom is one of the more well-established LLC services, as it has now officially helped over 5 million people start businesses. But LegalZoom isn't perfect, especially when we go into its pricing. And so what LegalZoom does a really good job is that it pairs legal services with LLC formation, but it will cost you, which brings me to their prices. And so LegalZoom offers the basic, pro, and premium plan. The basic plan is very similar to the Tailor Brands plan, but they do have different add-on bonuses, which include a name check service as well as a tax consultation with 1-800-accountant. Then we have their pro plan. And so their pro plan will cost you $249 plus state fees, but you're getting more included with this plan. And so they will include an operating agreement, which helps you set up entity guidelines and settle disputes. And this form is really important, especially if you have partners, as it will clearly outline what happens if the business were to close, as well as how to allocate profits. And then they're also going to include within the pro plan an EIN, as well as unlimited 30-minute attorney consults about new legal topics related to your business for 30 days. And so if you do want additional time with a lawyer, LegalZoom is going to have that offering wrapped up in their formation service. But that's not all. You're also going to get hands-on guidance from an experienced business attorney, access to 150 plus customizable legal documents for 1 year, unlimited e-signatures for the signing of those documents, as well as a customizable website to establish your professional online presence in minutes. And this is through their partnership with Wix. And so with the Pro plan, you are getting a lot of added benefits, especially if you want to talk to a lawyer. And then for the more premium plan, which is $299 plus state fees, it includes everything in the Pro plan plus bookkeeping tools to manage your money and save for taxes, as well as unlimited customizable proposals and invoices. And so if you are looking to invoice clients as well as better track your income and expenses, then this premium plan is a better fit. And so LegalZoom is a great option if you're looking to really build out a complicated legal structure, including wills, trusts, as well as LLCs. It's also great if you're looking for additional legal support. But where it does fall short is if you are budget conscious. And so if you just need a simple LLC, then this other option that I'm about to mention is a better fit, which brings me to a much more affordable option and one a lot of business owners are moving towards, and that's Northwest Registered Agent. And what's great about Northwest Registered Agent is that it is a family-owned business. They truly do value that personal touch, which you can see in how they handle customer concerns. And so what stands out about Northwest Registered Agent is that it does have an emphasis on privacy, as that's their main focus. They want to make sure that the business owners that go to them are well protected. And so if you were to use Northwest Registered Agent services, they would use their own business address as your principal address, which is very important, especially if you run a home-based business. And so what a lot of business owners do wrong is that they put their home address as their business address. I wouldn't recommend it because your home address will then become public record, which means that anybody could look up your business and see your home address. But with Northwest Registered Agents, they make sure that doesn't happen, all within their $139 package. Not any tiers, just one service. For just $39 plus state fees, you're going to get a free business address, free mail scanning, a free phone line, free business email, free domain name, free open source website, and free brand protection. And so if you are on a budget as well as wanting privacy, you're going to get the best of both worlds with Northwest. And so now that you have a good understanding of each of these companies, let me walk you through step by step on how you can get started. So to get started with Tailor Brands, you're going to click the link in the description below, and then you're going to enter in your business name. It'll then take you to this page where it's going to ask you a few questions so they can customize the package that's a good fit for you. And so the first question asks, is there anything specific you want to focus on today? Feel free to select the one you want, as Tailor Brands will help you get not just an LLC, but your logo, your EIN, business insurance, which is really important, a trademark, taxes and accounting, your sales tax permit, which will help you sell products, a domain, website, and licenses and permits. And so you'll fill it out based off your own individual business. Once we're done with the quiz, they'll walk us through the exact steps we need to do. And then we have LegalZoom. In order to get started, you're first going to choose the package that you want. And so in this example, I'm going to go with the Pro plan so I can have the chance to speak with an attorney. And so it's first going to ask for the business name, and then it'll ask for the state of formation, as well as our email and phone number. As we're setting up, LegalZoom will offer us some bonuses. And then when it comes to the processing time, to get it done quicker, it will cost $99 versus the 5 to 14 day processing time, which is included. And so I will say that when it comes to speed and affordability, Northwest Registered Agent does do it better. But if you want to go with LegalZoom, these are your options. And so once you review the pricing to make sure everything looks good, you'll then continue to check out where you'll put in your payment details. And what I would recommend that you pay attention to with LegalZoom, as well as with all the other companies, is a reoccurring fee. And so if we come up here to compliance, it does say you'll get billed annually 10 days after your trial ends. And so you do want to factor in the cost of compliance with the total fee you'll be paying. And so to get started with Northwest Registered Agents, you're going to click the link in the description below, and then it's going to take you to this page where you're going to select $39 plus state fees, where it's first going to ask what entity do you want to set up and in what state. And so what we're going to do is set up an LLC in the state of Wyoming, which will cost about $100. $100. And so they'll take about 3 days to process your LLC. And personally, from experience, I'll say this is very fast, especially getting this done within their $39 plan, as the other companies will charge you an additional fee to get the LLC processed this quickly. And so you're going to read through everything. They are going to remind you that there is going to be an additional charge in 1 year for registered agent services. And so you're going to hit continue. Then you're going to enter in your company name as well as your LLC designation. What I typically go with is just the simple LLC. And so once you go through each of these steps, it's then going to ask for your payment. And so if you're looking for a simplistic, straightforward LLC service that doesn't have any hidden upsells, Northwest Registered Agent is going to be the option you want to go with. Let me know if you have any questions at all in the comments below, and make sure to watch this video right here on the best business checking account.